A very good evening and welcome to Karma at 7 o'clock. It's Saturday, a beautiful weekend ahead, and I'm just here to make it a little more better for you with 13 interesting questions and plenty of opportunities for every one of you to win. So as you all know, today is the last day for the weekly Genius Jackpot. So at the end of today, someone actually stands to win 5,000 rupees if they happen to be the weekly genius today. And of course, 20 odd people who come right behind them with maximum number of right answers also stand to win a very substantial amount. But having said that, it's not just the weekly gratification that is part of karma, so you could also win the Top Gun for today. So for that, all you have to do is just understand the questions and give us a right answer within 10 seconds. Having said that, if you've been following us on on our social media pages, this first question is just a social media clue. Sumitra Mahajan is a current Lok Sabha speaker. Is it true or false? So that is a picture of Sumitra Mahajan. The question is she a Lok Sabha speaker currently? So the current Lok Sabha in session is actually the 16th Lok Sabha, and Sumitra Mahajan, a part of a member of the BJP, is indeed the Lok Sabha speaker. And before her it was Meera Kumar, and followed by that it's Sumitra Mahajan right now. So that question is in fact a true question. Moving on to the second question for the evening. Cuttack is the capital of Odisha. Is it true or is it false? So if you'd actually, this is actually a very elementary question, because I suppose Odisha, if anybody is confused, is actually just the previous name of Orissa. So this is pretty much an elementary question whereby we learned the capitals of each of these states. So reminding ourselves, Orissa, the capital of Orissa is actually Bhubaneswar, so which means Cuttack is not the capital of Odisha. That statement was false. So with that, we'll move on to the third question. The partying capital of India, Goa, is it divided into two districts? That's what we say. Is it true or is it false? Just give it a little bit of thought. Goa actually happens to be the smallest state in terms of area in India. And this beautiful holiday destination is divided into two parts. It's actually called as North Goa and South Goa. So if you wanted to think about the different beaches, they're usually divided into the north side and south side. So that is how they're they're remembered, just to remember. The fourth question is, Kirti Mandir is a memorial temple built in the memory of Jawaharlal Nehru. Is it true or is it false? Kirti Mandir, that's a picture of Kirti Mandir for you. So a little bit of clue for you. Kirti Mandir is in Porbandar, Gujarat. So does Porbandar remind you of someone? It should, because Kirti Mandir in Porbandar, Gujarat was in fact built in memory of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Hence that statement is a false statement. Moving on to the fifth question, and a lot of people seem to have known that right. Congratulations. Moving on to the fifth question. Gazelle is a form of dance. Is it true or is it false? Gazelle. Actually, I do not want to talk about Gazelle a lot, because the question itself is pretty much as to, self-explanatory. And if I'm going to give you any more clues, I think I'll give away the answer. The answer for that question is false, because Gazelle is actually a very poetic form of music rendition. And it's got a melancholic, character to it. It's usually about an expression of sadness, loss, a very poetic expression. I think all poetry has got a little bit of sadness hidden somewhere deep. So bottom line, Gazelle is in fact a musical rendition, a vocal, a song. It's singing and definitely not dancing. So with that, we'll move on to the sixth question. Cosmetology is a study of our cosmosis. Is it true or is it false? The cosmos has got so much of brilliance. There's so much of mystery to it. And we're all very much part of the cosmos. But cosmetology definitely is not part of a study of cosmos, because cosmetology is all about, beauty. It's about the face. It's about anything to do with, cosmetically changing in the human body. So that is definitely not a studies of the cosmos. Moving on to the 7th question for the evening. Mahendra Singh Dhoni is from Jharkhand. Is it true or is it false? So no one can not know about Captain Fantastic, of course. And today, the news is Captain Fantastic has actually reached his 10,000 runs docket in ODI after his runs against Australia today. Unfortunately, India lost. However, it is a landmark for Mahendra Singh Dhoni because he's reached 10,000 runs. And it is in fact true that he is from Jharkhand. So that statement is true. He's from Ranchi. There's a movie about him, so I don't think very many people could have missed that. With that, we'll move on to the 8th question for the evening. The largest museum in India is located in Delhi. Is it true? Is it false? The largest museum in India. The largest museum in India is actually the Indian Museum, or it's actually called the Imperial Museum. And fact be told, it is actually located in Calcutta. So which means the largest museum in India is definitely not in Delhi. So that statement is a false statement. Yes, that's gone down a bit because I think quite a few people have got that one wrong. Delhi is indeed the capital of India, but earlier on during the British times, Calcutta used to be the capital of India before it was shifted to Delhi. So the Imperial Museum of Calcutta, or the Indian Museum, is in fact the largest museum in India. Moving on to the 9th question. Zakir Hussain succeeded Dr. Rajendra Prasad as the 2nd president of India. Is it true or is it false? So Zakir Hussain, the first president of India was Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and the statement, as we are telling you, is Zakir Hussain succeeded Dr. Rajendra Prasad as the 2nd president. Unfortunately, it's false. He did happen to be the 3rd president of India, but the 2nd president of India was Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, in memory of whose birthday is what we celebrate the Teachers' Day every September. So with that, we're 9 questions down. I'd like to remind you people that you're all very familiar with the format of karma. However, there is no elimination in karma, so that's the best part. So if you already got a few questions wrong, do not worry. Just keep answering as many questions right as possible, because every right question of yours is actually going to be very, very useful, at least as part of the daily Topkin or in terms of the weekly Genius Jackpot. So do not get disheartened if you do get a few questions wrong. And we give you plenty of clues. So if you're actually paying attention to our notifications, this question is just a notification clue. India qualified for its first and only FIFA World Cup in the year 1950. Is it true or is it false? So if you paid attention to our notification clue, this question is just something that you've already got it in your bag. India was in fact qualified in the year 1950 for the FIFA World Cup, and that time around it was purported to happen in Brazil, but unfortunately India did not end up going to it because India backed out of it and cancelled it in the very last moment, quoting reasons, a variety of reasons, but it's really sad that we did not get to participate that year. So that statement is indeed true. Now with that, we're 10 questions down, 3 more questions to go. So the next up, the 11th question for you is, N. Srinivasan is the managing director of Ambujam Cements. Is it true or is it false? N. Srinivasan, he's also the former chairman of ICC and the former president of the BCCI. So that is just reminding you a little bit more about him, and that's the clue that I'm actually giving you. So that's a picture of Mr. N. Srinivasan. And of course, the statement is false, just as how a lot of you would have known. So he is in fact the managing director of India Cements, and definitely not Ambuja Cements. So with that, we're 11 questions down. Moving on to the 12th question. So coming up is a beautiful picture of an actress. We say it's Radhika Apte. We want you to tell us if it's true or false. So this beautiful actress did make her, debut in a Tamil movie against the Talivar, as renowned Rajnikant himself. So yes, I'm sure you're all very familiar. It is Radhika Apte. The statement is true. Wow, a lot of people have got that one right. Congratulations. So with that, we move on to the last question, the last and final 13th question for today. A Golden Jubilee is a celebration held to mark a 75th anniversary. Is it true or is it false? So celebration is always a beautiful thing. I mean, it just shows us the path that we've come across, a lot of memories and a lot of, reminiscence. But the question just is 75th anniversary a Golden Jubilee? Did we say that right, true or false? And the answer is false. Because the 50th anniversary is what is called the Golden Jubilee, and the 75th anniversary is a little bit of an upgrade to that. It's actually called the Diamond Anniversary. So that question was a false question. So with that, we've come to the end of 13 questions. And of course, what's next? We need to know who has won the maximum number of questions right for today. So for that, we need to take a look at the leaderboard. Wow, quite a lot of people have got that right. Actually, I'm going to struggle a bit to read that because it's Zubair, Maida, Sendil Kumar, Ram Subramaniam, Mudasar, Tatwe, Ganesh Karthik, Owais, Akhil, Sandeep. Wow. That's how many people who have actually got that right, the Top Gun. But what is more important, it's the weekend and you must all be waiting for the Weekly Genius Jackpot winner. So we've got Prabhu Shankar, who is the Weekly Genius Jackpot this week around with 71 questions right. Congratulations, Prabhu Shankar. It's always a pleasure to see that, someone has followed up and played every single day because we urge you, it's a free game, so you could just participate every single day. All you have to do is just about, spend 15 minutes of your valuable time. So even if you've not won anything, I think we do go back a little bit wiser than we started off the 15 minutes. And of course, we give us an equal opportunity to try and be the Weekly Genius Jackpot at the end of a week. So with that being said, we did talk about giving away yesterday, right? So this week we're giving away to a beautiful organization called Anbagam. And this organization does brilliant work in terms of taking, people off the roads, people who've been left there, and people who are mentally challenged and destitute people. So this organization does brilliant work in terms of rehabilitating them and giving them a very safe shelter, medicine and food. So this time around, because of you people choosing to play Karma, we're giving them away 25,000 rupees for this weekend. And in case you do want to know, not only this week, but historically the organizations that we've helped, if you're using an Android phone, you can click on the Smiles tab. So that will give you an idea on the places where you've created a smile. So with that, we've come to the end of this episode. And next up is an interesting, exciting episode of Tamil Karma at 8 o'clock. And that's about Talivar himself. So if you do think you know everything about Rajinikanth, don't miss this one because this one is actually going to be a cracker of an episode. So come do join us at 8 o'clock for Tamil Karma. Until then, it's me, Mithuna, signing off.